So this morning, what I've been thinking about, awesome. Naomi, okay. So this morning I was journaling. I'm always better when I journal in the morning. Like it always kind of helps clear things out. If anyone else does that, like morning pages and kind of getting things out. But I started just thinking about sunflowers. And you know how sunflowers, like they're my favorite flower. And there's a lot of them around here. Not yet, but there will be. And sunflowers turn their face to the sun. And I thought, and part of what, because I just restarted journaling. I used to do it all the time and I've sort of been away from it. And what I realized that part of what journaling lets me do is it helps me to turn my face to the sun. Like it's a way of kind of clearing out the stuff so that I can turn the light of my own awareness to that which is nourishing, as opposed to that which is not. And this is a mindful practice. And this is what our yoga practice helps us to do, is because we can't choose the external world, but we can choose where we focus the light of our own awareness. And so I want us to be like little baby sunflowers today, and it's kind of like in the practice, how can we turn our focus to that which sustains us and turning our focus to that which is nourishing rather than, whatever those thoughts are, patterns, conditionings, things, which actually start to contract us or deplete us. And so we have an opportunity when we can find that space to mindfully redirect ourselves, lovingly kind of like shine our little faces to something which is warming and helps us to grow in a wholesome way. So today you're going to be little baby sunflowers. We're all going to be little baby sunflowers together. All right. So today is also a wheel practice. Welcome, Trisha. This is the practice. Wheel. Woo.
I did see that in your post and I was like, oh, no, I'll go.
Awesome. So everyone do you have a couple blocks and a strap or a couple books, something like that? A strap or a sash that you can tie. Ideally, if we need to, we can hold it. Let's go ahead and get that playlist started. So if you're with me for the funky playlist, let's go ahead and press play. And then come and sit in Virasana. So you're going to put two blocks together, like so, on top of each other. And come and sit with your strap nearby. And one of the reasons that I chose my funky pop playlist is because pop music is something that lifts me up. Like sometimes we get a little, in yoga, we get a little contained, which is also a beautiful practice. But I was like, let's be a little bit more ridiculous today. Let's be a little bit jumpier today. All right, so come and sit in Virasana. So you'll take your two blocks, put them together the wide way, just so you have a really nice base of support. And then you'll bring your ankles onto either side of these blocks and come to sit just like Lorraine's doing, if you can see her. Yeah, and some of you might not need two blocks. Some of you might just need one block. Some of you might be like, this is sucky for my knees. I actually want to sit cross-legged. Totally fine. So again, we're kind of, even in our physical body, we want to make the choices that help us to find a little bit more space and ease. Yeah, so just check your knees and we'll align ourselves so that our thighs are parallel. And then give the blocks a little squeeze between your ankles. And as you squeeze the blocks a little bit, you'll get a little bit more lift and height, right? And then from there, just explore a little bit with your pelvis. If I tip my pelvis forward, if I tip it back, if I tip it forward on that nice steady foundation, where can I find the most length and space through my spine? There's like a little, it moves, but there's a little bit of a sweet spot that gives us a natural feeling of more space. Palms face up. Place your hands palm face up onto your thighs. Draw the upper arm bones back so your heart becomes a little bit more spacious. Yeah, and then close your eyes. So when we close our eyes in yoga, it's a funny thing because we close our eyes and come into darkness to find more of the inner space, the inner light. So as you move your attention inwards, start to deepen your breath, creating more space for yourself from the inside out. And with all that beautiful scaffolding of your body being supported, now let your outer body soften a little bit. And as a way of turning your face, being a little sunflower and turning your face to the sunshine, find something that is pleasurable here. Or perhaps there's a mantra or a phrase that you use, like, I'm surrounded by love. That's my fave. I'm connected. I am present. Something that lets you settle a little bit more into the light of your own heart that's there. I am safe. Let your face soften. 3 more deep, beautiful breaths. Anything to let go of, you can sigh it out through your mouth. Let it go. Which is totally appropriate for this song. All right, one more deep inhale in and exhale out. Let your eyes flutter open. Grab your strap. Bring your hands forward. Bring the strap around your wrists. Press your wrist into the strap, nice and firm. And just check to make sure that you have enough room in your strap, right? Outer shoulder distance apart, so a little wider than your shoulders. And then firm up your arms so your arms become like little light beams. Soften your front ribs in, draw the shoulders onto your back, spread your fingers wide so you light up your whole body, right? No part left unlit, right? And then slowly start to reach your arms up. As you do, the arms are going to want to kind of lose their light. They're going to want to lose that. So I want you to stretch through the elbows and use the strap. Yeah, use that to help you find more length. Good, good, good. Press your fingers out. And as you root down through your sitting bones, get taller. Good. And then keeping the front ribs in, start to draw the upper arm bones back. So you begin to feel the shoulder blades like little baby shovels on the back of your heart. Start to lift your heart forward and up. Yeah. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more breath, Tom. Really stretch your arms up. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Whee! Good. Exhale, bring your hands on down. Nice, you guys. Okay, place your strap and your blocks to the front of your mat. Come onto your hands into your knees. Take a few rounds of cat-cow just to feel at your own pace. Take your time. Use your breath. Oh, good, Julia. I'm glad you made it. And Julia, scoot your knees back just a tiny bit more so you have a little bit more room. Yeah, between your knees and your hands. That's it. Cat-cow. You too, Vanessa. Let's lengthen your stance a little bit. So walk your knees back a tiny bit. That's it. Give yourself a little bit more room. And as you move through this cat and cow space, start to notice the feeling of your shoulder blades moving on your back. It's like a little caress for the back of your heart. Feel how they can widen apart and gather together. Awesome, everybody. Next, exhale. Bring your hips all the way back to your heels. Stretch your arms forward. And then with your arms stretching forward, lift your head. Don't drop your head yet. And turn your palms up so your palms are facing each other. See if you can spiral your thumbs wide and almost bring the backs of your hands to the floor. And then press the edge of your hand down. Lift your chest up. Yeah. So stretch your arms straight, Tom. So reach them all the way forward. That's it. Good, Trisha. Take your hands just a tiny bit wider. Good. Now, lift your head. Look at your thumbs and feel how that gives you just a little bit more broadness through your collarbones. I want you to keep that as you turn the palms down. Julie, that's a great modification. Yeah. Okay, inhale, rise up onto your hands into your knees, press back, downward facing dog. Leave your hands where they are. Don't move your hands. That's it. Keep your hands back. Bend your knees now. Pull the thighs up and back. Yeah. Good, Jill. Just take a look at the angle of your heels and turn them a little bit wider. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Good. Now press into your hands, lift your head and look at your thumbs. Yeah. Lift your head as high as you can. Lift your head as high as you can, keeping your hips back. That's it. And then now squeeze your outer arms in. Pickle jar your hands and squeeze the outer arms more to the center and let your heart melt a little bit down towards the floor. Yeah, but keep pulling your hips up and back like a happy dog. Good. Bend your knees a little bit more. Tip your sitting bones up. Yeah, that's it, Vanessa. You got it. Beautiful, you guys. Like you become a little bit of a hammock through the back of your body, a little beautiful suspended hammock. All right, step your feet to the front of your mat. Place your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift your shoulders. Open your chest, you guys. So pull the elbows together so your heart widens. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Okay, reach your arms forward and up. Take your hands up or down through your heels. Soften your front ribs into your body. And now bring the weight a little bit forward into your toes. Good, just keep your knees a tiny bit soft. Bring your weight a little bit forward into your toes. That's it. And now start to draw the upper arm bones back behind your ears. So you start to move into a standing back bend. Press your hips a little forward. Yes. Beautiful, Joanna. Draw the arms back by your knees. Good, Julia. You can keep your legs straight. One more breath. As you exhale, hands into your heart center. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back into plank pose. Pause. Okay. Lightly lower your knees down to the floor. Okay. Keeping your arms straight. Scapular push-ups. Spread your shoulder blades apart and then melt your shoulder blades together. So I'm not moving my spine here and not bending my elbows. So Lorraine, straighten your arms. Straighten your arms. Just moving my scapula on the back. Lorraine, keep your hips way higher. Get your butt back. Lift your ribs, right? So you're a little here, right? This is kind of what we're working on. I want you to pull your ribs in. Scapular push-ups. 2 more. Option to curl your toes under. And do this from plank pose if you're feeling super bold. Yes. Nice. That's it, you guys. Good. All right, everybody, lift your knees up. Come into plank pose. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Tuck your tailbone towards your heels so you feel your core really engaged. Look forward. As you exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Stretch your toes back. Press your pelvis down. Inhale, lift your shoulders, baby cobra. Yeah. Good. As you exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Take a slow, big breath in. Exhale out. Good, Tom. Lift your head. Just look a little forward. Yeah, just a little bit more, and lift your chest just a tiny bit higher. I know it's going to feel like you're coming out a little bit. That's it. Yeah, that's kind of more where we want you to be. It might feel like you're coming out a tiny bit. That's okay. All right, one more breath, everybody. Press down through your palms. Look forward. End of your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling in, rise all the way up. Take your arms up, take your hands back. Find a little standing back bend here. As you exhale, forward fold over your legs. We're going to start to flow now. Inhaling in, halfway lift. Nice bright chest. Exhale, step back into plank pose. One extra breath here. Inhale in, widen your heart. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. As you inhale, beautiful, Erica, move into your back bend. Baby cobra or straighten your arms, up dog. Draw the heart forward and through, you guys. Pull the heart forward. As you exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Good, Melinda. Bend your elbows slightly in that one. Just make sure you don't hyperextend those guys. Take one more breath. Exhale all the way out. Look forward. Walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Stand, stand, stand. Press the hips forward. Take the hands back. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhaling in, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Now use the strength of your legs and your hands to open and widen your chest, soften the elbows, pull the heart forward and through. That's it. Yeah, nice. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Tune back into your breath. Tom, that's it. That's great. Good. Check your feet. Let's make sure that our feet are really hip distance apart. So take a look. Sometimes you guys think your hips are really big. So they're not that wide. So bend your knees a little bit and then pull the top. Yeah, Devora, bring your feet a little closer to each other. Devora, step your feet in. Make your feet closer. Yeah. I mean, not that close, but you're not this big. So like hip distance is good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, one more breath here. Bend your knees, look forward, squeeze your legs, exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. Heart open, arms back. Exhale, one more time like this. Forward fold over your legs. Inhaling in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, jump back, chaturanga. Nice broad chest. Nice. Inhale, back bend. Use the strength of your legs. Pull your heart forward and through, widen your heart. Beautiful. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. And then regulate your breathing. So you use the breath to reconnect to that which is a little lighter. The breath helps kind of give us that buoyancy inside. Good. Take one more breath here, everybody. Exhale all the way. Bring your feet together. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees. Squeeze the two legs into one. Press into your hands. Look up towards your palms. Lift your head so you feel a nice bright chest. Squeeze your legs, and then everybody try a little hop. It might be an inch. It might be all the way to the front of the mat. Squeeze the legs. Nice, Lena. Yes, Nessa. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice, Joel. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head go. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Stay here this time. Now reconnect to your feet. Press down through the four corners of your feet. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Bring your hips a little bit forward. Now lengthen the tailbone down. And now start to draw the arm bones back. And as you do, take your chest more in the direction of your fingers. That's beautiful, you guys. Stretch all the way up through the fingers. That's it. Good, Joanna. Keep a little bend in your knees. Little tiny bend. Yes. Good, you guys. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Keep your hips square. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Good, that's it. Good, Julie. Bend your left knee and pull your hips back more. Bend your, yeah. Kick your heel up, straighten your top leg. As you exhale, step the right foot all the way up to your right thumb. Lightly lower your back knee down. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Grab onto your strap and come on up into a low lunge. Bring your hips over your back knee. Slide your hands into your strap. Right. Soften the front ribs in. Let the shoulders drape down your back. And now turn your hands just slightly wider. So there's a tendency to kind of turn them to each other. Turn the thumbs a little wider so you feel your outer arms gather in a little bit more. And now take the arms straight up. Keeping your front ribs softening in, start to draw the arm bones back behind you. Use the arm bones moving back to open your chest, and then squeeze your glutes and start to drop your hips forward. Yes. Press into your feet, pull the feet towards each other to find a little bit more buoyancy. Let your face look not so angry. Let me not be scared. One more breath. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. All the way down. Press into your palms, step on back, downward facing dog. All right. Soften your knees a little bit here, you guys. Square your hips, so hug the inner thighs together a little bit. And now take your left leg straight up. Straighten your top leg. Yeah. Bend your right knee just a tiny bit more. Good, Haley. Pull your right hip back. Yes, that's it. Exhale. Step the foot up by your left thumb. Lightly lower your back knee down. Grab your strap. Take your arms up. Low lunge. So first find center, right? So there's a moment here where we go like, okay, where do I feel my back? Soften your ribs in. Get up a little taller. Then from the center, we start to open. So draw the thumbs back. Start to widen your chest. And then squeeze the glutes and start to let your pelvis sink forward. Good, Julie. Pull the bottom ribs in just a tiny bit more, a little bit more tailbone down. That's it. Vanessa, beautiful. Tom, awesome. Press through the feet. Reach all the way up through the fingers. Spread your fingers wide. Make them part of this, you guys. Anna, spread your fingers. Wow. Little lightning bolts. Yeah. Exhale, take your hands on down. Good. Inhale, step back into plank pose. Lower your knees down. Bring your elbows to the floor like a so. Press the palms down. Step your foot back one at a time, coming into plank pose. All right. Good, Melinda. Lift your low belly in a little bit more and tuck your tailbone more. Yes. Now everybody press into your toes and fire up your legs. Good, Erica. Now I want you to broaden your collarbone, pull your sternum through your arms. Yes, that's it. Good, Lorraine. Tuck your tailbone a lot more. The other way is tucking. Yeah, that's it. Now look forward. That is the position. Memorize this in your body. You got it. Okay, you guys, staying here in the fire of this pose for just a little bit longer. Press the elbows down so you get a little bit more levity under your armpits. Now engage the legs to sustain you. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips down. Keep your elbows wide like this and pull your heart forward into for Sphinx pose. So press your pelvis into the floor, lengthen your tailbone. And now, yeah, exactly. Use the connection of your forearms down to pull your heart forward and through the window of your arms. And now a little bit soften around the light of your heart. Find a little space. That's it. Use the breath to create more space from the inside out. Tuck your chin just a little bit. Lift a little bit more through the back of your neck. Nice. Ha, 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 ha. All right. From here, curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and back for dolphin. Whee! Okay. Soften your knees. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Yeah, lift your hips up. Bend your knees and pull the thigh bones up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back. Aha. Good. Press down firmly into your hands. Okay, you got a couple options here to get out of this. Option one, no, don't come down yet. You guys stay where you are. Option one is to lower your knees down and just place your hands and come back into down dog. Option two is to straighten your arms from here at the same time, no wobbling. Ah, whoa, and then pull yourself up and back. Gangsta move. All right. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, jump your feet to your hands. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Take your feet up distance apart, grab on a block, bend your knees, sit down, chair pose. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. Yeah. Bring the block down like shoulder height. Squeeze the block more with the pinky edge of your hands, right? So there's a tendency to grab it with our index fingers. I want you to really press the outside of your hand in so you firm up the back of your arm. Sit down, pull the bottom ribs in, squeeze the block, and now slowly begin to lift the block. We won't be here long. Straighten your arms. Good. Pull your front ribs in. Sit a little deeper. Straighten your arms, straighten your arms, straighten your arms. Lengthen your elbows, lengthen your elbows. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Woo. Good. Inhaling in, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your left leg back behind you. All right. Just one time, turn the back heel down, line up your front heel to your back arch. Front thigh stays nice and heavy, rise up, warrior two. Okay, that's it. Sit down, interlace the hands behind your back. Broaden your chest as you inhale. Scrub your front heel into the floor. Scrub it and try to scrub it towards the left side of your mat so that you feel the thigh open more towards the right. Inhale. Now with your hands together, draw the shoulders back so you widen your heart. And now exhale, take your ear to the inside of your knee. Yeah, let's bring the shoulder to the inside of the knee rather than laying on our leg. Pull the feet towards each other. Good, Lorraine. Press into your front heel and pull your right hip back and in. Melinda, that's it. Yes, that's beautiful. And then release the back of your head down. Oh, if you can touch your head to the floor, touch the head to the floor and feel a little bit of a rebound up through the core of your body. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Inhale, step back, three-legged dog. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Slowly square your hips. Exhale, step the right foot up to your right thumb. Good. Squeeze your legs together. Climb up onto your front thigh. Come into a high lunge. Okay, bend your back knee for a sec. Find some softness. Get down to the legs. Good. Take your hands behind you again. With your elbows bent, smooth your front ribs in, draw the shoulders back, squeeze in through your legs, start to stretch your hands towards your heels, and then against that, pull your heart more forward up and through. Sink down into your legs now. Oh, kick into the back toes, lift up through the belly. Good, straighten your back leg. Lift your back knee off the floor. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. That's it. Yes, free your arms. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your fingertips down to the floor. Lower your back knee down. Bring your hands into your heart. Press your palms together. Inhale. As you exhale, you'll take your twist to the right. You need a little bit more space today. You can open twist left fingertips to the floor. Otherwise, elbow to the outside of your knee. Squeeze your legs together. Good. Now, everybody, drop the shoulders away from your ears. Let them drop. And then from the inside, find more light and more space. Squeeze your legs. Option to lift your back leg up. If your chest is parallel to the side of the mat, open your arms like your fingertips are reaching towards the sun, like you're a big flower opening up. That's it. Good, Tom. Bend your front knee just a tiny bit more. Bend your front knee. That's it. Yeah. Guys, one more breath. Nice, Kendra. Lift your top elbow up a little bit just so it kind of adds to the openness of your chest, but drop the shoulder back. That's it. Good. Inhale, untwist, bring your hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Look forward to the front of your mat, feet together. Let's try this again. Now I want you to think of a happy place. I swear, jumping forward requires thinking happy thoughts. like Tinkerbell. So squeeze your legs together. Think light. Wee! You can think yay, and then give it a try. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, bend your knees, squeeze your legs together, float the arms forward, chair pose. Turn the palms down. Pull the elbows back. Here's my kitty cat on a screen. A happy cat. Pull the claws down, pull your heart forward and through, widen your chest. Oh, take one more big breath. Inhale, stretch the arms to straight. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, step the right leg back. Turn your back heel on its side. Line up heel to arch. Nice long stance. Come onto your fingertips for just a breath. Brighten your chest. Pull your heart forward. That's it. Good, Vanessa. Turn your back heel down. We're going to do warrior 2. Second side. Come on up. Interlace your hands the opposite way behind your back. Start by finding the brightness here. Pull the fingers apart. Draw the shoulders back a little bit more as you inhale. Keeping your chest nice and wide as you exhale. Bring your shoulder towards the inside of your knee. And then stretch the arms up. Pull the feet just slightly towards each other so that you can pull the outer left hip a little bit more back and in. That's it. Soften your elbows, broaden your heart. One more breath. Good. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Pause. Find earth. Step back, three-legged dog. Take your left leg up towards the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, step the left foot up by your left thumb. Hug your thighs together. Rise up, high lunge. Interlace the hands the opposite way behind your back. Pause for a moment and soften. Soften into your back knee. Whoop. Soften a little bit down. Let the sitting bones get heavy. Squeeze in through the inner thighs. And now draw your chest just a little forward and your hands back and use that to start expanding from the inside. Sit down into your legs. Start to brighten your heart, like your whole front body, like a little sunflower. Woo! Open to your own light. Good. Drop your chin just a little bit. That's it. Drop it, Anna. The other way. Drop it. Yeah. And then pull your heart forward and through that window. Stretch your arms back. Everybody sit down 1 more inch. Press through your feet as you lift your heart. Awesome. Release your arms. Take your arms up. And exhale, fingertips down towards the floor. Lower your back knee down. Find stability. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Brighten your fingertips. And from the connection of your hands, find more space to open your chest. As you press the palms together, draw the top shoulder back to turn the heart open towards the sky, and then squeeze the legs, option to lift the back thigh. Beautiful, Kendra. What a strong back leg. Option to open the arms. Yeah. Good. And then once you've found that, recommit to the back leg. So Erica, press into the back toes a little bit more and straighten your back leg. That's it. Yes. Nice, everybody. One more breath. Joel, find the, oh, there we go. Squeeze in and untwist. Bring your hands down. Inhale, step back into plank. Okay, lower your knees to the floor. Place your elbows down. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. Take your hands wide. Draw your bottom ribs in, and find a little melting of your chest down. So find almost a little bit of a cow pose here. So you drop your belly a little bit, open your chest. And then keeping this feeling of cow pose. So here I am on my elbows, right? Actually, let's all do this together. Become like a little cow. You're a little cow in this pose. A cute little cow. And then keeping this feeling of melting the heart, draw your tailbone down so you feel lift through your belly. Curl the toes under and press back to dolphin. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. Now walk your feet in as far as you can. Don't let those shoulders come past your elbows, though. Keep the shoulders over the elbows. Learn to bend your knees. That'll help. Yep. Walk in as far as you can. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the legs together. Good. Squeeze the legs together. Hug the inner thighs. Take your right leg up. Right leg up. Now bend your left knee. Straighten it, though. Straighten it. Straighten it. Straighten the top leg. Straighten the top leg. Straighten the top leg. That's it. Keep the hips high. Lower that leg down. Whoop. Lift the other leg up. Lift the other leg up. Squeeze, pull the outer right hip up and back more. Up, 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 up. Exhale, lower that leg down. Stay lifted and buoyant through your chest. Lower your knees down. Come to sit on your shins. Vajrasana. Bring one hand over the other and settle. Ooh, and then just return. Yeah, so Vajrasana, just sitting in your own experience. It's going to be tempting to fuss. See if you can just come back to center. Yeah, close your eyes, move inside, regulate your breath. That's it. Breathing in and out through your nose. All right. Downward facing dog. Okay. Walk your feet backwards a little bit and then walk your hands back to your feet, all the way back to the back of your mat. Nice. Okay, bring your hands to your hips, lift your shoulders, lift your chest, and inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Okay, you guys. All right, so I'm going to give you the option. If you have a wall handy and you're in the stage of practicing handstand inversions, you can bring your mat to the wall. Otherwise, we're going to work again in the center of the room, but not go up all the way. So if you have a wall and you want to play with using the wall, great. Otherwise, you can stay in the middle of the room and we'll do handstand prep in the middle of the room. Okay? So if you're at the wall, bring the short end of your mat all the way to the wall so that you have support. Okay. And then come into downward facing dog with your hands about a hand's distance away from the wall. Now, if you're working in the middle of the room, you'll do exactly this. We just won't go up all the way. It's all good. And Haley, you can use your forearms if you want to. So your hands are at the wall. So turn around so your hands are at the wall in down dog. Okay, you're about a hand's distance away. Okay, from here, shift your shoulders over your wrists and take your gaze to the wall. So I need you to lift your head, broaden your collarbones, open your chest. Okay, walk your feet in about halfway. Bring your feet together, squeeze your legs. Lift your right leg up towards the side. Pause. Did you lose your focus on the wall? Look at the wall, Melinda. Yeah, now straighten your top leg. If your top leg can't stay straight, then work to straighten it. If your leg can stay straight, Devorah, you got to look forward. Look forward though. If your top leg can stay straight, practice lifting and lowering it, keeping it straight. If you can do that, now you look at it, you make sure, can I keep it straight? It's a little bit of a mind game. If so, you can practice little hops. Yeah, good. Now, if you're in the center of the room, you can practice little hops, but make them little. Nothing crazy here. Yeah. Yeah, Tom, you need to keep that top leg a little straighter though. Good, come down. Come down. Beautiful, sit in Vajrasana. Vajrasana, come to sit on your shins. Oh. Sitting on your shins, regulate your breathing. Come back inside. Okay. One more time. Hands to the wall. Lift your left leg up. Well, actually, sorry. Shift your shoulders forward over your wrists. Let's take it one step at a time. Now lift your gaze. Look at the wall. Yes. Good, Melinda. Your top leg is actually bent. I'm not sure if you can sense that. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then from there, same thing as before. If you can keep your legs straight, practice lifting and lowering it. Good, Devorah. Just notice that your top leg wants to bend. So it's a mind thing. It's a neurological thing where it's not used to doing it. That's it. And then lifting and lowering, maybe little hops. If you're in the center of the room, tiny, tiny little hops. That's it. Yeah, Anna, think about bringing your hips to the wall rather than your leg. Lorraine, I need you to keep looking at the wall and keep your shoulders on your back. So that's why you're tipping forward, is that your shoulders are coming a little off your back. Good, Erica, you're flexible in your low back. So when you kick your leg up, it goes a little bit like this. Think about pulling your core in. so that this stays contained as you bring your leg up. So your leg kind of acts as a fulcrum to bring you up. It's just that your leg wants to move to the wall and your hips are like, no, thank you. Nice, Joanna. Good. All right. Nice, Julie. And then come to sit, Vajrasana. Yeah. And then you got to anchor the shoulders just a little bit more. Don't worry, we'll have lots more time for inversions. Okay, Vajrasana, come to your center. Okay. Awesome. Okay, what we're going to do now, if you've got the wall, we're going to use the wall. If you don't have the wall, that is okay, but you'll do a quad stretch in the center of the room. So option one, if you've got the wall, you may want to take a blankie or a chip foam block. What we're going to do is come into all fours, take the knee on the blanket, the foot up the wall, and then I'm going to bring my arms here. Now, if you don't have a wall, that is okay. You can do this in the center of the room by doing a low lunge, right? Same, and then using your hand as the wall, okay? But sometimes it's nice to have that wall there. So my knee is on the floor, my toes are up the wall, my foot comes forward. We can start low and then slowly work to climb up. Squeeze your glutes, slowly work to lift your chest. This is a thigh stretch, you guys. Really deep opening thigh stretch. And as we work into that, see if you can bring your low belly in a little bit more. So Melinda, is your left foot on the floor or is your knee on the floor? I can't see the floor. I think that's why it's like you're in space. Don't worry about it if you're doing it, Scott. It's great. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Now to make this even more exciting. Yeah, and Lorena, you don't have to hold your foot if your foot's on the wall. Just let the wall hold your foot. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and pull your hips back to the wall a little bit more. This is like Supta Virasana at the wall. See if you can lengthen your sitting bones down. Give your glute a little squeeze. Yes, this is Justin Bieber for anyone who's listening to my playlist. Okay. Squeeze your inner legs just a little bit more and then smooth your ribs back. We're going to be here for like another 20 seconds. Relax your face. Think happy thoughts. Oh yeah, okay, Melinda, you can do this as you can do that if you want to, if that works for you. But you can also bring the front foot to the floor, and it might give you a little bit more. It might give you a little bit more oomph in that. Yeah, you got it. Relax your shoulders. Good, nice, Erica. Same thing here too, right? So pull those bottom ribs in as best you can. Yeah, to get the top of the psoas. So it goes all the way there, up to the core. Pull it back. All right. Okay, everybody, take your hands down to the floor. It's going to feel totally weird to do this, but push your back foot into the wall and step forward. It's possible. It will happen. You will be able to stand up. Yes, there you go. You got it. And then bring your foot to the floor, Uttanasana. Give yourself a little shake. Let it go. Second side. All right. Yeah, there we go. Lengthen through the top of the knee. Press the foot into the floor. Bring your hips back a little bit more. Squeeze your glutes, pulling them on under. Yep. And then climb up. Suction the ribs back. Pull the navel in so your pubic bone's coming up just a tiny bit. And it's like we're turning the body into taffy, like stretching in two directions. Good. Keep letting the bottom ribs kind of melt into the body a little bit more. Yeah. And then see if you can bring your back ribs towards the wall. And then start to soften the outside. We're here for about another 30 seconds, you guys. So it's an active pose. We're stretching down to the top of the thigh and then actively pulling up through the ribs. And Kendra, you can stay there too. You can also play with, because you get kind of a slightly different stretch depending on how far forward your hips are. So you can let the hips drop forward, but then you can also pick them up and try to press back into the wall. might feel different. Okay. Yeah. So as you press your front heel down, pull up a little bit more through the low belly. Let's take one more breath. Whee. Okay. And then go ahead and bring your hands down onto the floor. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Step forward, forward fold. Give yourself a little shake, whatever your body needs. Okay. Awesome, guys. Okay, downward facing dog. All right, from here, lower your knees down. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. So we're going to work through a series of work through wheel pose. So the first thing that we're all going to do together. So watch me for. I'm just going to show you the stages, and then we'll get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is bridge. So I press my feet down. Oh, have your strap nearby. Have your strap nearby. And in fact, this is what I want. I'm so excited about this trick I wanted to show you. Something that I've been playing with in my own practice. So you'll take your strap and you'll place it around your thighs for the first couple at least. Okay, and I'll place it at my mid thigh. So you can go ahead and do that and then watch. So my feet are hip distance apart, and I need to tighten this a little bit tighter than shoulder because, well, I guess my shoulders are broader than my thighs, or at least at the mid thigh. From here, I'm going to press my elbows down, and notice that I'm finding this little lift through the chest right here. So rather than the shoulders being up and forward, press the tops of the arm bones down. So you feel this little lift under your armpits. There's already a little back bend in my upper back. Press the feet down and press the feet. This is my little thing that I'm so excited about. Usually we squeeze in all the time, but you can press your thighs out and feel the front of your hip, the outer side of your hip. These are your abductors, glute min, and the front part of glute medius. That can actually help to internally rotate your thigh too. So I keep that as I lift my hips up. So as I'm almost scrubbing my heels wide, and that lets my inner thighs soften down, but I'm doing it from the outer hips rather than squeezing everything into the center. I like it because it finds a little bit more space. From here, from bridge pose, you'll bring your hands down to your mat, roll the upper arm bones under, use that to now lift your chest more towards vertical, right? And then I press the back of my head down just a little bit so that I create some space for the throat. Using the strength of the legs to lift the heart. Come on down. That's going to be version 1. Watch here. Version 2 is I'm going to bring my hands back here. I'm going to lift up again, right? And then I tuck the shoulders underneath me, squeeze the elbows together, get a lift through the heart. This might be where you stay working to lift your chest to vertical. If your chest can get pretty high, then press down into your hands, come briefly onto the top of your head in order to plug your shoulders back and pull your chest forward. And then again, reconnect to your legs and press all the way up, right? And then we'll come on down. So we'll do bridge first, and then we'll do wheel probably 3 times. You can stay with bridge the whole time. You can come through the wheel variations with me. Depends on how your body's doing today. Okay, so come to lay on your back with your strap around the upper thighs. Good. And first we'll just start off with bridge pose. So start by pressing the tops of your shoulders down. Make little robot arms. Yeah. Press the upper shoulder down and find a little brightness through the heart first, little sunshine in your chest, and then press down into your feet and lift your hips. And as you scrub your heels away from each other, try to press your heels wide to activate your outer hips so that the inner thighs soften towards each other. Lengthen your tailbone to your heels, and now lift your chest to vertical. Yep, and then let the back of the head get heavy against the floor. Lift your chest, lift your chest, lift your chest. Lift the center of your chest. Boobs to chin. One more breath. And then as you exhale, come on down. Yeah. Just take a moment, stay here. We're going to do wheel pose again now with the strap, just so you can feel it. Option to stay in bridge this whole time, you guys. Okay, hands by your ears. Press the hands down before you go anywhere. Press the hands into the floor. Kind of screw your hands into the floor to gather your elbows straight up over your face. So the elbows are hugging in. And then tuck your shoulders underneath you. Okay, lift your hips up, just your hips. Just your hips. Press your heels wide, press your thighs into the strap to soften your inner thighs to the floor. Little softness in the front of your hips. Good. Squeeze your elbows in, Lorraine. Squeeze your elbows. Press your hands down. Good. Option one, stay here. Lift your chest, or come to the top of your head briefly. Plug your shoulders back. Pull your heart towards the front of your mat. Squeeze your elbows in and then press all the way up. Hug the outer arms in. Good, Vanessa. Keep taking your heels a little wider. Soften your inner thighs down. That's it. And then reach your chest towards the front of your mat. One more breath. Tuck your chin. Come all the way down. Tom. Awesome. Okay. Pause. This is just like Vajrasana. Just pause for a moment and feel. Yeah, you can give your arm shake, give your wrist a little shake. All right, hands back by your ears. Okay, we got two more. Press your thighs wide into the strap, anchor your feet, lift your hips. Press your hands, come onto the top of your head briefly, plug the shoulders onto the back body, lift your heart, press all the way up. Press all the way up. Stretch your arms, stretch your arms. Use the strength of your legs. Now reach your chest towards the front of your mat. Lift your right heel up. Stretch through your left leg. Yep, straighten your left leg. What? Good, lower your right heel down, lift your left heel up, straighten through your other leg. No, keep it on the floor, you're just straightening it. That's it, stretch your heart towards the wall, straighten your arms. Okay, both heels down, exhale all the way down to the floor. Okay, pause. Ooh, okay, take the strap off your leg. Everything is optional. So here's a moment. I want to remind us to find our own sunshine. Every sunflower is a little bit different, right? So as we come to this last expression of the pose, choose mindfully what brings you the most joy, what brings you the most nutrition. The version of the pose, it's like, and also how we orient ourselves to the process. All right. Right, last time. Feet hip distance apart. Remember the strap in your legs. Bring your hands back by your ears. Option to do bridge pose, or if you're coming into wheel, press down through your hands. So no strap this time. And come all the way up. All the way up. Stretch your chest to the front of your mat. Either stay here, option one. Option two, bring your feet closer to each other. Draw your right knee into your chest. If you're doing this in bridge, you can do this in bridge. Extend the leg all the way up. Press down through your feet. Lift the leg to the best of your ability. That's it. Good. Bring that leg down. Keep the hips bright, 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 bright. Draw the left knee into the chest. Yep. Reach the toes up towards the sky. Press through your hands. Press through your feet. Lifting up. Nice. Bring the foot down and exhale. Everybody come down. That's it. Draw your knees into your chest. And let yourself settle. Smooth out your breath. Let the knees, maybe it feels better if they soften a little wider, like you can take them as wide as your ribs. Yeah. And I see some other variations there. That's great. Whatever feels just nice and restorative into your back right now. We'll take 2 more breaths. Let your back body spread and widen. Good. And then rolling over onto your side, kindly coming up to sit. Extend your legs out. And draw your left knee into your chest. Squeeze the shin and the leg together. Take the left leg wide, a little wider than 90 degrees. Turn your belly towards your right leg. Janu Shirshasana. Any tension through the knee, you could always bring something underneath the knee, strap the knee, or let the foot come a little wider. Turn your belly towards your extended leg, lift your chest. As you exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands in. You can take your left hand to the outside of your right shin, knee, or even foot. Press the outer left hip back at long. And then as you exhale, release your head. Let your spine round. Let your head go. You might grab a block to bridge the distance between your thigh and your head so you can release the head and the neck. Yeah, it's super nice. Or a bolster, or perhaps a spare cat or dog. Good. And let the left side of your rib cage get a little heavier. Yeah. Nice. And once you feel like you're kind of oriented, you can use both hands to hold on to the shin or the foot. So that crossing over of that hand just helps us to really get centered in ourselves again in this pose. Then drop the shoulders away from your ears and relax the skin at the back of your neck. Yeah, now let go. And take one more deep breath. Exhale completely out. As you inhale, rise all the way up to sit. Go ahead, extend the legs forward again. Draw the right knee in, take the knee wide and back, anchor the outer right hip back. Turn your chest over the extended leg, nice and tall. Lengthen to forward fold, and right hand comes outside the left knee to help you find a little bit more of the center here, to help you release the right side of your rib cage down. And then once you found the length, then let yourself soften. So relax the shoulders, the back of the neck. Two more breaths. And then slowly on your next inhale, come up. Draw your knee and extend your legs out for just a moment to reset. Fingertips by your side. Press the thighs down. Lift your heart. Dandasana. And coming into a comfortable cross-legged seat with your perhaps unusual shin in front. Welcome to use block or props or blankie here to get the spine nice and easeful and tall. Bringing a soft constriction to the back of your throat, Ujjayi Pranayama, like a little whisper, nothing too heavy-handed, but just a little sound like you might lull a baby to sleep with. Starting to find your breath, inhaling for a count of 4. Exhaling for a count of 8. And feel free to modify those ratios so that you're inviting your body into a deeper and deeper state of calm. Letting the eyes close. And so the texture and the sound of our breath, it's a little bit like sunlight, right? So sometimes when the mind is distracted by a lot of different thoughts or obligations or narratives. We use the sound of the breath as a way to harness our attention to that which is beneficial to us. Like, again, like a little sunflower turning into the sunlight, the breath can help us orient to that which is lighter within us. And then after your next exhale, you can let go of the sound of the breath and just relax into an open, warm state of your own awareness. Relax into your own presence here. And then nice and slow, without too much movement, make your way into Shavasana. Very sweetly start to expand your breath. Move fingers and toes. Roll on to one side if you're on your back. And come all the way up to sit. Bring your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your left, and let the warmth of your hands move back into your heart space. And press the palms together. Very kindly, gently. And bring the light to your forehead, so press the thumbs to the center of the forehead for clarity and light in our thinking. And then thumbs to lips for clarity in our expression, our speech. And thumbs to the center of the heart as a reminder to be connected to the clarity and the light of our heart. Namaste. So beautiful to see you all today.
Rachel, can you say how you said that? That was beautiful, by the way. You're always amazing. Palms, heart center, you said for the forehead is for, I love
clarity and thinking. Yeah. Like bringing the light of the heart so that we have clarity in our thoughts and clarity and light in our speech.
Oh, man.
And clarity and to stay connected to the light of the heart center.
Oh, thank you. I love that.
My hope for all of us today is that we go be little sunflowers.
I love this.
So that when we're like, oh no, that's not the light. Where's the sunshine? Let's go to the sunshine. Exactly.
Oh, amazing, Rachel. Thank you.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Bye-bye.
Bye, Lorraine. If you have questions,
so
hang out.
much.
Otherwise, you guys have a beautiful week.
Thank you so much, Rachel. My first day after May 20. I couldn't do the wheel yet because I'm
ribs.
I still am in pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you were here though. Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel. It was beautiful.
You're welcome, Anna. Nice to see you.
I felt that I had so much space in my wheel. It was like so amazing because I struggle so much with the posture and it felt so spaceful. I loved it with the strap on the upper thigh.
Yeah.
It was so good. It felt amazing. Like it was really nice.
Some people, it's interesting because some people's bodies really like the hugging in. And then some people's bodies, the outer hips working, like can really create, for me, that's really helpful too. So, so awesome. So I'm glad that's a new thing to play with. It'll be fun.
Nice playlist.
Hi, Joel.
That was fun. Bye-bye.
Joel, how did you guys do the playlist? Thanks for bringing the playlist stuff. I love you because I'm thinking we're going to hear it. I'm like, no, I'm supposed to do something here. Am I going to Spotify for that?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Done.
Exactly.
Got it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Rachel, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we use the strap also around our arms during the
You
week?
can. Yeah, it gets a little in your face. You can do it. Yeah, there's a little bit of a fine balance with face to strap stuff happening, but yes, you can definitely try that. That can be really useful.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye, Naomi. Bye, Mimi.